Hi, this is Kelly Boutillier with King's Deli, and you're watching the East Daily Download.
This is the East Daily Download. This is the East Daily Download. This is the East Daily Download. That's right. This is the East Daily Download.
So let's get started.
Hello and welcome to the East Daily Download. My name is Mark. I'll be your tour guide on this at-home adventure across the East. That doesn't really make a lot of sense, does it? But we are doing the show from home today. Like many of you, we've had to work from home a lot over the last 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, whatever it's going on now. We've had to do this for a while, so we've adapted, and we're here to bring you the East Daily Download from home. The stories are out in the community, but the show base is here at home. So welcome to the home office. Hope your day is going well so far. If you've never watched the East Daily Download before, we are a locally produced show for Eastern North Carolina. We are based out of WNCT and Eastern North Carolina CW. Our job is to showcase local businesses, local people. So that's a little bit about us. I'm going to tell you a little bit later in the show how you can find the show on different platforms. But right now, let's just jump right in and take a look at the first story.
Now downloading East Daily Download Original Stories.
We are officially into the new year here on the East Daily Download, but there are a lot of things that are pretty similar to what's been going on at the end of last year in terms of people not recommending travel by plane or families still celebrating holidays and special moments a little bit different than usual via Zoom or just far apart. And so today we have a very special guest on the show, my mom. Welcome, Mom. How are you today?
Welcome, Anissa. Thank you so much for having me.
So we haven't seen each other in a while, but I think we've done a great job at staying connected via Zoom or just finding different ways to get creative. How has this been for you so far, just getting adjusted to everything?
Well, really disheartening at first with the whole pandemic. That technology played a role in allowing us to actually almost be there with each other.
Yeah, and I'm excited to talk about that, how it evolved. I would say our virtual celebrations evolved from birthdays into holidays like Father's Day, Thanksgiving, and Christmas that come to mind. But before those holidays were the birthdays. Do you remember Dad's birthday virtual celebration?
I do remember that. And it was a wonderful time in that you're being in North Carolina, but your older brother and sister being here. And technology allowed you to be a part of it as well.
And really was the aspect of it was surprising to me. It's how we were able to engage. We're still able to have family. We're still able to do larger things we did in the past, but found a way to do it remotely or virtually.
Yeah, and I would say, we love Dad. We try to be creative for everything, but that was us just dusting off kind of the Zoom, creativity for celebrating holidays with you guys. That was our first go round. But when May came around, that was April. But when May came, May 10th is, our family is known as my mom's birthday. That's what we celebrate, that national holiday. Talk to us about, were you actually surprised? Like, how did we pull that off?
I was so surprised and so blessed and thankful all at one time. Your dad was a co-conspirator with all of this. And so normally he always gets the door if we're both at home, but he kind of insisted, I'm kind of doing something now, honey, can you get the door? And I went to the door and these beautiful array of balloons and they were ribbon streaming down, and each balloon had a very special moment with each of you children. It was so fabulous. It was so special. My heart lights up now just talking about it.
You siblings were all behind the scenes doing all this wonderful work, doing all this wonderful planning, but it was fun to be a part of that and secretly engaging your mother and making all this thing happen. And it all worked out wonderfully.
The creativity that you all have shown during this time is wonderful. And I'm hoping that as we transition out of this pandemic, hopefully over the next year in 2021, that you keep that creativity going.
That's the number one thing, the creativity. And it's just been fun trying to figure out ways to feel connected with all of this separation. So I think that we've been doing a great job at staying connected. And that is going to be what we talk about for today's part one of celebrating the holidays and birthdays virtually with the family.
Hey, we're back here on the East Daily Download. Hope your day's off to a great start so far. Thank you as always for joining us. If you're new to the show, again, we are based here in Eastern North Carolina. We're at WNCT and Eastern North Carolina CW. We normally do the show from Studio E, which is our headquarters, but due to COVID and everything going on, we have sometimes to do the show remotely from home like we are today. So welcome to my home office. I hope your day, like I said, is going well and you were able to successfully work from home if that's what you're doing. So I want to tell you about one way that you can watch the show. We've already talked Eastern North Carolina CW is where we are weekdays at noon, but also we have the WNCT mobile app. It is free. It is on Google Play. It is on the App Store. You download it. Not only does it have great local news content and weather from Storm Team 9, but right here, there's a tab, you click it, and you can watch the East Daily Download. So, and not only that, you can also watch stories that we do on the East Daily Download as well. So check that out. It's a great resource. Okay, why don't we check out this next story? We'll be back here in a little bit on the East Daily Download. So what, as far as on the list still, or places you haven't been in North Carolina centric, is there any place that you've put on the list, like maybe wasn't originally on the list, that you are kind of eagerly anticipating hitting in the next, half year?
So Greenville, South Carolina is on my list. Also can't believe I haven't been there.
Because you're based in Charlotte, which tell our viewers you're on the other side of the state,
right.
But Greenville, South Carolina is not that far from you.
No, it's less than 2 hours. And I've heard great things about it. The parks there, the waterfall hikes. It's a great foodie town, which I enjoy. So I'm looking forward. That's the next Carolina trip that I'm looking forward to. I've met college friends, up with college friends who I haven't seen in 30 years. I've reconnected with old work friends, past TV people in my life. So it's been a little bit of everything, and that's been really fun.
Wow. Okay, well, that's awesome. I am looking forward to being able to showcase some of these on the show. And if people want to actually just go and watch anything right now, they can go to milemarker50.com and you update whenever you do a new trip, right? You put that on the website.
Yeah, so there's a video for all 20 trips so far. And they're not just, I got some in that were not just the Carolinas before this happened. So there's Key West and there's Joshua Tree and Palm Springs. So there's some cool places that I kicked it off with. And there are videos. You can also follow me on Instagram at milemarker_50.
Now downloading Salute to the East. You can find the East Daily Download on the WNCT mobile app, available for free at Google Play and the App Store. We'll be right back with more local stories on the East Daily Download.
Well, we are back here on the East Daily Download. Thank you for joining us today. Hope everything is going well for you. We mentioned a little bit earlier that we have the WNCT mobile app that allows you to watch this show, the East Daily Download, at home or on the go, whenever and wherever you like. I also wanted to bring up an entertainment option. CW, the network that we're affiliated with, has a great mobile app as well. And on that mobile app, you go there, you also get it at the Google Play or the App Store, and on it is all these programming choices. DC Legends, Flash, Batwoman, Supergirl, Charm, Black Lightning, Stargirl, Riverdale, you name it, all the shows are right there at your convenience so you can watch whenever you want. So it's an amazing tool. It's a lot of great entertainment. I highly suggest that you pick that up while you're getting the WNCT mobile app. So go to the App Store or Google Play and download both of them. WNCT app, you can search WNCT, or the CW, search CW, and you can get those apps and enjoy some great programming. And why don't we enjoy this next great story?
Mile marker 50 is 50 places I've never been the year I turned 50. And this is trip number 12. The sights and sounds of a trip to Wrightsville Beach are stunning. Known for its crystal clear water, Wrightsville Beach is one of the bigger and busier beaches along the North Carolina coast, with more than 40 public access points. That's my girl just waiting on a wave. This is more my speed. We stayed at the popular Blockade Runner Beach Resort. Yes, I'll have a drink there later. These seats look like a good place to get some work done, maybe. Of course, my daughter has Instagram plans for this area. Are you Instagram ready? The highlight of this trip was a sunset sail on the Alana. The crew was welcoming and fun and happy to share their knowledge with the rest of us.
We're gonna go another 100 feet straight this way. We're gonna do one tack and hopefully try to make it into the jetty over there, okay?
Yeah, put those kids to work. Then take it all in. The hour-and-a-half sail wrapped up with a sunset that took your breath away.
So the only thing that can make this day better is lobster nachos and a brownie sundae.
They were really good. In fact, I've never had such good food on a trip to the beach.
Are you a little happy about your snack?
A little bit. Traveling during COVID has its challenges as we wore masks anytime we were inside.
We've waited for 5 elevators. Let's hope the next one is empty.
Finally, number 7 was the winner. But remember this? Yeah, it's all worth it. We decided to stay through Sunday and just enjoy the resort.
Since Sunday is the day that most people check out and check-in isn't until later, today has been nice and quiet.
Before we left, one more new experience mixed with culture and some perspective. A few of my favorite things.
People lived in peace and in harmony with nature. There was no sickness. It was all abundant life.
This is how Sunny Kiawali shares the stories of the Kalinga tribe from the Philippines. The crowd loved every minute of it. Woo! My daughter got to experience a few of her own mile markers on this trip, and I love every chance I get to see the world through her eyes. Follow me on milemarker50.com and on Facebook and Instagram. I think we need one of these seats in our living room.
Now downloading Salute to the East.
Hey Eastern North Carolina, I'm Alexa Kay with the Down Eastwood Ducks, the baseball team in Kinston, North Carolina. And just because we don't have baseball right now, doesn't mean we can't give you guys a tour of the stadium. Let's go check it out. Well, we are at the first stop on our stadium tour, which is obviously the bullpen. This is where all of our pitchers are gonna be warming up, and if they're a reliever, they're gonna be hanging out over here while the game's going on, getting ready to be called in. Let's see what's next. Okay, the next stop on our tour is the Wood Ducks dugout, which is a crucial part of any baseball complex. Most fans would not get to see it, so we're just giving you guys a sneak peek. Here it is. And the next stop on our tour are the batting cages, which are pretty self-explanatory, but not everybody gets to see them, so we wanted to make sure that you got to. Next stop, let's go. Okay, the last stop on our tour is the Woody's Press Box. This is where our visiting and home broadcasters sit, and our PA guy, and a lot more important people up here. I spend a lot of time up here before games, getting ready for the show that we put on for you guys, and we definitely wanted you all to have a sneak peek and a behind the scenes of the press box. So here you go. We can't wait for baseball to start back. We miss you, we miss baseball, and go Wood Ducks.
Now downloading Salute to the East.
Most meteorologists I talked to, they got interested in weather because of something that happened to them. And I know for me, I remember as a small kid going through the big tornado outbreak March 28th of 1984, when we had so much damage, it terrified me. And of course, the older you get, the more interested in weather you become, the more you learn about it, the less you fear it, and you start to understand, you know, not every thunderstorm generates severe weather. And eventually I became a meteorologist.
I actually fell into it, like tripped. I actually wanted to go in the military, but I wanted to go to college while I was going in the military, so I wanted to do ROTC. And while I was training for that, I ended up spraining my ankle a couple times. So I couldn't do the physical fitness test, but in the meantime, I had to find a career in the military, and I job shadowed a meteorologist. I actually fell in love with it all the way through college, so I really did trip and fall in it.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode of the East Daily Download. Thank you as always for joining us. If it's your first time, welcome aboard. We hope to see you tomorrow on the next edition of the East Daily Download. And don't forget, you have a lot of options to watch the show. Eastern North Carolina CW at noon weekdays. Also, the WNCT mobile app, available for free at Google Play and the App Store. It's a mouthful to say. And another way that you can watch the show is WNCT.com under the Download tab. Any of them are great. They're all acceptable. They're all wonderful. We hope that you pick one that works best for you to watch any day, anytime that you like. Also, I wanted to really quickly mention before we get out of here for today, we're on social media. The East Daily Download. East Daily Download for Facebook and Instagram with the hashtag East Daily Download. So check those out. Also, one other thing you could do, you can email us. Download at WNCT.com. That really works well for Q&A with AQ that we do on Wednesdays. So we hope to hear from you. We hope for you to like us, to be friends with us, to follow us. And, let's have a big East Daily Download community here. We're all about the East, and we really want to help promote the East and all the activities going on in the East. You have yourself a great day. I'll see you on the next edition of the East Daily Download. So long, everybody.
Tomorrow on the East Daily Download, we'll continue speaking with Allison Andrews in this week's Conversations With. Keep a lookout for a Salute to the East, and we'll be taking a look back at our musician interviews and performances tomorrow on the East Daily Download here on Eastern North Carolina CW.